What is up, and welcome back to this week's episode of the Self Mastery Podcast. Before we dive in, Mastery OS is open for enrollment. Now, there are limited spaces, so if you want to achieve self mastery, unlock your true potential, and smash every goal you set, click the first link in the description below to check out Mastery OS and get more details. Look, we all have goals, we all have dreams, we all have ambitions, and let's be fair, we all want to achieve them, and we all want to achieve them faster. There is a problem with trying to get to the end destination sooner, and that is you end up taking shortcuts, you end up cutting corners, you never end up giving or wanting to give the time, the energy, the sacrifice that both mastery and long-term success demand. So it ends up creating a paradox. It doesn't matter what shortcut you take or what trick you use. When you try to get there faster, you inevitably end up taking longer, or chances are, and the most likely option is that you quit. Why? Well, because you can't get there faster. Some things cannot be rushed. Mastery and success are two of them. And since you're trying to get there faster, since you're trying to take shortcuts, since you're trying to cut corners, you're showing your lack of grit, your lack of discipline, your lack of character, and your lack of an understanding of delayed gratification. Hence, when you one day wake up and decide, you've had enough, that it's taking too long, you'll quit. And that day, if you are trying to take shortcuts and get there faster, is inevitably going to come. And you will then jump to the next opportunity, the next thing that your make money online guru or whatever type of guru you have is trying to tell you that will make you 100 grand in the next month with no experience in 20 minutes a day. You'll just keep jumping opportunity to opportunity, niche to niche, and repeat the process. I see it all the time, especially with people trying to build businesses online or build a brand online. They jump niche to niche, opportunity to opportunity, because it's taking too long. And because of this, because you're constantly quitting, because you're constantly giving into shiny object syndrome, you will never achieve mastery of anything. You'll never build something great because you're always giving in to this shiny object syndrome. Now, I used to do this all the time, so I'm saying this from experience. I have tried to build a copywriting business, a Facebook ads agency, email marketing agency, lead gen agency, dropshipping, e-commerce, you name it. I have likely tried it or considered trying it, and every single time I tried to rush the process, and I end up failing every single time because I was cutting corners. I wanted it now and I wasn't committed. The desire to cut corners, the desire to take shortcuts, the desire to get there faster will always come back to bite you. Now look, I get it. We have limited time on this earth. You don't want to find success when you're 75 and, you have few years left to live. We have limited time. You have pressures in your life, whether that is bills, whether that's family, friends, or whatever it is, right? You have pressures. You have limited time, and obviously it is normal to want to achieve things now, to get there faster, but some things cannot be rushed. Some things just can't be rushed. They must be taken slowly. They must be given a level of effort, care, and precision that only come with time, effort, and sacrifice, the opposite of cutting corners. So is 5 to 10 years of sacrifice too much to unlock the keys to decades of your dream life? Are you not willing to give up 5 years of your life, 10 years of your life, to live decades of your life how you want to live it? And look, don't get me wrong, you need to move with speed. You need to act fast. So you need to be taking action fast. You need to make decisions fast, and you can't waste any time. Don't get me wrong, okay? This is not about being slow. A lot of success comes down to speed. Who can act the fastest, who can make the fastest decision, because over time that all adds up. But speed and acting with speed and being fast is completely different to rushing. Rushing is careless. Rushing is cutting corners, taking shortcuts, and is motivated by a lack of discipline and boredom. You end up half-assing everything and your quality drops, and when your quality drops, you don't get the results you want, the progress you make. So you must move with speed and ferocity towards your goals, but you cannot rush your practice, work, or day. So when you're sitting down to do a task, the task that moves the needle for your goals, whatever that is, you cannot rush it. You must do it to the highest quality, give it the time, effort, and sacrifice that it needs. But when you have to make a decision, you make that decision fast. There's a difference between acting with speed and rushing. Rushing is bad, speed is good. Now, you've heard people say this before. You need to enjoy the process. It's so true that it's almost cliche because people say it all the time, but you need to enjoy the journey. You must relax into the work, the pressure, and the process. If you don't, you'll quit. If you do, you'll not quit. It's quite simple. You'll not half-ass anything. You'll go all in. You'll be fully committed to getting the results, doing everything to as high a quality as possible, achieving mastery and building something fucking great, this is what people don't get. If you want insane results, you want great results, you need to build something great to get great results. And building something great requires time, effort, and sacrifice. You can't be half-assing shit. You can't be cutting corners. You can't be trying to rush the process. You need to stick to the long game. You need to put in the work and you need to enjoy it. When you enjoy it, you don't care how long it takes because you know you enjoy doing it. So why the fuck would you care how long it takes? All you care about when you enjoy it is producing the highest quality of whatever you're doing. Whatever it is, all you care about is doing your best, creating the best piece of art, and when I say art, I mean work. Whatever you're doing, everything is fucking art. Treat it like that. Treat it like you're trying to create the best piece of art with every single work block you do. When you enjoy the process, you show to the world your skill, your capabilities, and your art, providing value above and beyond what is expected. Now, it's all well and good being told a million times to enjoy the process. You've heard it before. I'm not the first person to tell you this. But has anybody ever told you how to enjoy the process? Well, motherfucker, that is about to change because I am going to tell you how to enjoy the process. Okay, so strap in and take notes and most importantly, take action. The first thing you need to do is condition yourself for delayed gratification. So you need to understand, appreciate, and expect to put in the work now but not get results later. That is how the whole world works. Okay, you must front load effort to get results later. You must earn your results, and to earn something you need to put in the work now. You get results later after you fucking earned it. And look, most people are naturally good at delayed gratification, like naturally, but the problem is we've been conditioned by society, modern living, social media, Uber Eats, Amazon Prime, all the rest for instant gratification due to modern living. You know, you order Uber Eats and you get food in 20 minutes. You order Amazon Prime, you get next day delivery. Social media, you scroll your phone and you get instant dopamine. We've been conditioned for instant gratification. So you need to do a dopamine detox to remove this conditioning and then recondition yourself for delayed gratification. Now, I have a free dopamine detox guide and tutorial you can find. There'll be a link in the description below, so check that out. You then need to choose your craft wisely. So look, I ran a Facebook ads agency for close to a year. I think it was like 9 months. And it all started to come together. I actually had like 3 or 4 clients at one stage, but I hated every single second of it. I hated what I was doing. I woke up hating what I was doing. And you know, it wasn't like I didn't want to work. I was bored. I was lazy. I fucking hated it with a passion. So I closed it down. It made me fucking miserable. And you won't be able to enjoy the process if you don't enjoy what you do. So you need to choose your craft wisely. Now, to do this, to choose your craft wisely, you need to go through my life tapping process. This involves you journaling to create your utopia or your dream life, your nether identity and goals. You then need to consciously align your life with your utopia identity and goals. And the way you do that is with every decision you make, every action you take. For example, choosing your craft, which is a big decision, a big action. You ask yourself if that decision, if that action lines up with your utopia identity and goals. If it does, you do it. You take that decision, you take that action. If it doesn't, you don't do it. You don't take that action, you don't make that decision. Now, I actually go into this life tapping and conscious alignment process in much more detail and give you exercises to help you complete it, as well as go over my productivity system and my Get Shit Done system. There'll be a link to that in the description below, so check that out if you're interested. The next thing you need to do is journal about what sort of impact you want to make. What impact do you want to have on the world? Who do you want to help? How do you want to help them? You need to journal about that. You need to take your time. Don't rush it. This is very important. Once you have done these 3 steps, right, you need to then find a craft that you're interested in and it aligns with your utopia, your identity and your goals, you know, so the conscious alignment part, and also ask if it will help you make the impact that you want to make. If it does, you try that craft. If it doesn't, you try another craft. If the craft you try to choose does not align with your identity, utopia and goals and will not help you make the impact that you want to make, don't choose it. It's a waste of your time, okay? You're just doing it for a quick buck, you know, you're trying to get there faster and it won't work out in the end. But if the craft you're choosing aligns with the utopia, identity and goals that you have and will help you make the impact that you want to make, You're going to enjoy the process, you're going to commit to the long haul, and you're going to be able to get results and build something fucking great. You then need to understand that there will be resistance. It does not matter how much you love what you do. There will be days you don't want to do it. There'll be days where you didn't sleep well. There'll be days where, you know, life is throwing haymakers at you from every direction. There will be days you do not want to work. This is resistance. You need to expect it and also be able to overcome it. Understanding that it's a temporary feeling, that it's a sign from the universe of what you're doing is important to you. And the best way to overcome this resistance is to relate the struggles and challenges of your craft, that resistance, that struggle to actually complete the work. You need to relate that to the results they create and not the pain. Okay, so for example, when you're working out and you're doing a fucking bicep curl, your bicep is sore, right? But you don't necessarily relate the pain of the muscle fibers being torn apart to pain. You relate it to the results of growing muscle and getting stronger. You need to do the same with your work. When you don't want to work, you relate the feeling of overcoming the resistance to work to the results that you generate from doing the work. Now, if you follow these 3 steps, if you condition yourself for delayed gratification, if you choose your craft wisely and you expect resistance, you will enjoy the process. Okay, and you'll commit to the long haul, you'll no longer take shortcuts, and you'll get the results you want. You'll build something great and you'll smash every fucking goal you set. Now in my Mastery OS program, which again is live and open for enrollment, so again, click the first link in the description below to check that out. I actually help you condition yourself for delayed gratification, choose your craft wisely, and beat resistance, be disciplined, be productive, master your mind, actions, craft, and performance so that you can achieve self-mastery. So once again, if you're interested in unlocking your true potential and achieving self-mastery, click that first link in the description below, and I will see you in the next video.